Do you want to play 23 years and only win 4 championships? Like, the longer you play, we talked about this, the worse it looks. Because there ain't nothing special about 4 championships in 23. I don't care how many times you went. 4 championships in 23 years is not that impressive. So I think he's made a big mistake. It doesn't sound like he's really trying to win to me, because I would be working closely with the Lakers. What do you need from me in order for us to get another piece? And this makes no sense for LeBron to have 2 years where you, especially if you don't do anything with Luka. You think that looks good on his resume that you had Luka?
Rob Parker goes off on LeBron James for being selfish. Check out what he had to say, and then I'll come back with my comments.
Here's my point, and I'm just going to say this.
He could walk in here right now. I'll be like, hey, how you doing?
LeBron makes no sense. None of it makes sense. Kelvin, when you're going to be 41 and you've played 20 years in the NBA, there's only one reason you're playing, right? To try to win a championship. Last year, you got Luka. Everybody ran to the mat for you. Oh, yeah, I don't see anybody out west that scares me. Luka and LeBron, I take them any day. And they got knocked out in first round, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So to take all the money that you can, I'm against players giving money back. Mm-hmm. Rob G, for years, Kelvin, I'm not into that. For years, I've said I would never give any money back for years.
Money.
But when it comes to LeBron and his unique situation, he's the one where the money, you're not playing all these years just to play out the string. So you need help. You need other players. It doesn't make sense to me at all why you would need to pick up all that money when you need other pieces, and you saw what happened last postseason.
Yeah, if you're LeBron, you want to win a championship, you got to get good enough players around you and Luka in order to do so. So I know he wants to get all the money he can, which he has every right to do so, but don't complain if you have lack of talent on that team. You got to settle for Ayton and Smart. If you would have took $20 million, then they got rid of Goodwin and other players as well, they would have been able to create enough cap space to get another all-star player. But he's trying to get his bag, but at the same time wants to create these narratives like he really wants to win a championship. If it happens, cool, but LeBron, he's just worried about getting as much money as possible before he retires and stat padding, trying to define his legacy.
Do you want to play 23 years and only win 4 championships? Like, the longer you play, we talked about this, the worse it looks. Because there ain't nothing special about 4 championships in 23. I don't care how many times you went. 4 championships in 23 years is not that impressive. So I think he's made a big mistake. It doesn't sound like he's really trying to win to me, because I would be working closely with the Lakers. What do you need from me in order for us to get another piece? And you know what I mean? Yeah. And really trying to work to get this out. All the other players, no. Let them figure it out. But LeBron and his situation, his age, there's no way in the world he should just be taking the most money that's going to hinder the organization.
And that's real talk. Again, we've seen it with Tom Brady. He did it for many years, took a lot of pay cuts. LeBron, he took a little pay cuts here and there, but I would rather do it now than early in my career. He's already solidified. He got his money. Not saying take less, but if your main objective is to win a championship before you retire and try to get the 5 rings, him taking much less than $52 million, it really would have helped the Lakers out. Again, they just got to settle for the scraps, settle for whoever they can get. LeBron taking $10, $20, $30 million less, and them still cutting those same players, they were going to be able to create cap space. But this just shows that LeBron is selfish. He doesn't care what the Lakers organization did for him, drafting his son Bronny, trading for AD, getting rid of all that young talent, and then trading for Russell Westbrook, which set the franchise back a few seasons. LeBron James owes the Lakers, but he doesn't see it that way.
I think LeBron is LeBroning, and I think the Lakers are Lakering. You have two organizations, which I do believe is going to be changing now under new ownership. But LeBron is doing what LeBron does. LeBron is going to protect LeBron. He's going to look out for LeBron. I think he took his haircut when he went to college, also known as Miami Heat University. And I think that was his one time where he said, all right, D-Wade, you taking one too? All right, cool. C. Bosh, you going to take one too? All right, everybody put their hands in, say haircut on 3. 1, 2, 3, haircut. And they all took a haircut. And I think since then he said, nah, everything I went through, endured, I'm not doing it. I know what I mean to this league, and I'm not doing it. Does it hinder him? Yes. Could we be looking at the last 4 years of his career, if you already include a couple years and maybe the next couple years, similar to Kobe. Maybe it won't be injury-wise because Kobe was all battered down, beat down, injured. We knew that. But remember, Kobe wasn't taking no haircut either. And I think they just realized, I think those caliber players are like, nah.
Kobe wasn't trying to catch Michael Jordan. Like that's where LeBron is. And
Yeah, it's cool. LeBron, he took a haircut in Miami, but now you got the level of talent in the league at an all-time high. So every million that LeBron can save the Lakers now is way better than it was back then just because the playing field is insane. So LeBron, you really want to win a championship, you should have took less. Get your money, that's cool, but stop crying that you need more help when you could have helped the Lakers out the most. They did a lot for LeBron, but again, he's turning his back on the Lakers.
I get the Kobe thing.
You know the thing I always told you, Rob, and I truly believe, I think he knows. For those who say LeBron's the GOAT, he's the GOAT. And I think those who say, nah, he won't be. So I don't think it matters as more. Like he can't, if he wins 5, he doesn't get Jordan.
So what is he playing for?
So I think he wants, great question. I think he absolutely wants the money. I think he absolutely wants to still just be relevant, be around. I truly believe he wants to try to play with Bryce. Maybe not with the Lakers. Maybe it's with Cleveland, a ceremonial year with Cleveland. I think he wants Bryce in the NBA, which is very likely, whether he's a second round, 60th pick, whatever. But I think it's likely. And I think he's like, hey, if a championship happens by happenstance, great. But this is what he does, and this is what the Lakers do. You put in some sweat equity with us. You be there for us. You want us a ring. We are indebted to you. This is what they've done. You and I've talked about. They keep the Rambuses around. They keep people.
Kobe was different. I'm
not arguing.
They got rid of Shaq. I mean, like let's not act like.
But Rod, no one's ever. His son. Rod,
Yeah, it was a totally different thing with Kobe. He's a lifer. He deserved that money. He deserved that contract. That was kind of like his farewell package. Thanks for making the Lakers relevant in the 2000s. Here goes, a couple tens of million, even though we already knew the Lakers, they weren't going to do anything crazy. They weren't winning any championships. So that was more of a consolation prize for Kobe. Here goes the bank. Go ahead and run out to the sunset. You deserve it. With LeBron, it's different. He's still playing at an elite level, at least a top 10, top 20 player. So he wants to get as much money as possible, but at the same time wants to scream for help. You can't compare Kobe and LeBron at this point in their careers.
When you draft his son.
No, but my point is, he's not. Kobe was a Laker. You know what I mean? From day one, and put in 20 years. So they did that. They didn't make the playoffs his last 5 years, whatever. They gave him all the money. It was bad business. It really was. But they felt like Kobe was one of those figures.
That's what they do. And they head coaches are Byron Scott. Like they bring people in the Laker world. Magic is in, Magic is out. Magic is in, Magic is out. This is kind of what the Lakers do. If
but
you're
this makes no sense for LeBron. I'm dead serious. Like to have 2 years where especially if you don't do anything with Luka, you think that looks good on his resume that you had Luka, 5-time first-team All-NBA, and you're not.
You could argue there's some couple years with AD that's like, all right, y'all should have.
But they
maybe
couldn't even
go to the finals. Maybe you don't win it, but you go.
Or at least
again,
get in the playoffs without the play.
Yeah, and he had some of those years with AD too, where you would be like, all right, I'm not saying y'all had to beat everybody,
but my goodness,
to lose in the first round or only get to the second round. Yeah, so I just think LeBron is trying at this point dictate everything.
Yeah, it do look a little weird that you got a top-level talent like Luka, a top 5 player, and you're getting bounced out in the first round, and without the play-in, the Lakers don't make the playoffs. So if they have a similar season where they got to fight for the 8th or 7th seed and then get bounced out again in the first round, it's only going to look bad for LeBron. You're 23, and you're still struggling to get out the first round and to make the playoffs. So, again, get your money, LeBron, but you can't be complaining and crying that you don't got enough help. You can't have your puppet, Rich Paul, put out these statements that you're trying to win championships, but at the same time, hindering the Lakers and ruining their bankroll to get other talent. So we'll see what happens moving forward with the Lakers and LeBron this season.